Welcome, everyone. Today I wanted to differentiate between lies and truths in this whole sphere, whether it's the cryptocurrency sphere or the regular fiat sphere. The fact of the matter is that currencies are hyperinflating. They're becoming more and more valueless as time progresses. This issue has been a prolonged issue over time. Right now, I'm on the US debt clock calculator, and the US national debt is around 21.6 trillion, and it's increasing. And the funny thing about this website is that while there are formulas behind each and every single category within this, it's not necessarily a static calculator. So, for example, if we get into some sort of conflict, certain categories are going to be more dynamic. So it may increase at a higher and higher rate. And the fact of the matter is that our debt is not decreasing, it is increasing at a disproportionate rate. We're at $21.6 trillion in debt. And these people that are within this system want to tell you that cryptocurrency is a terrible way to hedge your money. It's a terrible sphere, and there's no value in this. But is there value in US debt? I mean, what is propagating this system? And it's been just going on and on and on for eons now. And it doesn't seem like people are always speculating about a big crash, big crash. I don't know about this big crash. It could happen next month. It could happen in 2 years. It could happen in 10 years. It was supposed to happen in 2008. I know there was a huge crash, but we weren't supposed to be artificially pegged back up. So I don't know when this reset is coming, and whoever tells you when this reset is coming is probably just wrong, because you can just keep on predicting and then eventually someone will be right. But the fact of the matter is, moving into 2018, moving into 2019, you have to really understand where your money's going and understand that this is not sustainable. You are losing money. Your currency is being devalued each month. I believe it's losing between 1% to 2%. So, just holding money, you're losing money. I know that in cryptocurrency, you can lose a lot of money as well. But the thing is that you have to understand that as this system implodes, I think that cryptocurrency could take a hit as well. But people are going to be looking for different asset classes to put their money into. And cryptocurrency is probably going to be a huge asset class in the future. And why I'm so bullish on cryptocurrency in the future is because when this shift happens, when this gradual and then maybe immediate shift happens, people that hedge their money in cryptocurrency projects that have use cases, I feel like they're going to profit greatly. When I'm looking forward to the future in Cardano next year, Shelly's releasing next year, and smart contracts are releasing next year. 2019 is the year of innovation for Cardano. Cardano is going to really show what it can do in this space. Our tech will prove to be superior. So when people start migrating into this system, they will have no choice but to either directly or indirectly be involved in the project, because we are going to be interoperable with so many different assets. So looking forward, figure out what side of the fence you want to be on. In school, they always tell you, math in equals math out. You shouldn't be in debt, pay off your bills, this and that. That's the financial advice that people give you. But yet our own government that basically rules us is in the most debt imaginable. So they chastise people for having credit card debt and having this and that debt. But all this debt, what about the government's debt? They just run up their credit card. They run up their bill constantly. A funny thing is that in a lot of governmental organizations, the way they get budgeted, so for example, let's say that you have the EPA, or you have the FDA, or whatever organization or branch of government that you may be part of. When they are budgeted for a certain period of time, for example, let's say that they have a quarterly budget, and let's say that quarterly budget is to spend, I don't know, they have $1 million allocated to their little their branch. If they don't spend that $1 million, they get less the next quarter. So government employees are incentivized to spend as much money as possible, because otherwise they get a smaller and smaller budget as the time goes by. So there is so much waste in the government, it's not even funny. Whenever you look at Congress meetings or Senate meetings, like they have bills, that they print the entire bill and they have it in front of each single person. Like, they spend millions of dollars on just paper, just printing large bills. It could be a bill to, I don't know, remove a traffic cone from this street. And it might be a 200-page legal loophole bill that no senator or no congressman has read at all. And it's sitting in front of their desk, a stack of papers, wasting trees, wasting energy, wasting resources. It might have been better off just to give everyone an iPad and have the bill digitally in front of these senators. But instead, they also have a printout copy of this. And it's incredible the amount of waste that goes into all of this. And this is taxpayers' money here. Taxpayers' money. This is what you and I are paying for. It's paying for waste. It's paying for overspending. It's just constant. The system is so messed up. So I'm not saying go all in cryptos. Definitely not. But definitely see, when you're investing in your portfolio, you want to be as diversified as possible. Try and put a little bit of money everywhere. Money that you're willing to lose. But, if you're going to stick it in a bank or you're going to put it in stocks, you may lose it as well. If you're going to stick it in crypto, you may lose it as well. Wherever you stick it, you may lose it. But there are certain asset classes that are hedging against this hyperinflation. So with Cardano, we have a fixed max supply. And that max supply is going to prevent a hyperinflation of ADA in the future. So there can be no more printed. There can be no more ADA printed or minted other than that 45 billion ADA. That's the max circulating supply. So once that number's reached, that's it. And people are losing their ADA constantly. Right now, Shelly isn't live, so transaction fees between sending ADA from one wallet to another, they're burned. So the circulating supply, or the max supply, is actually decreasing slightly. So we're going to have this deflationary currency rather than an inflationary currency. So if these cryptocurrencies are used on a mass scale, they're actually going to, by logic, appreciate greatly in value if they're used. So looking forward, whatever cryptocurrencies that you're investing in, make sure they have a use case, and you probably will do pretty well. And on a second thought, we had Venezuela and we had Turkey this year that hyperinflated their currency. So as you can see, that it happens in a relatively short period of time. I mean, it's been inflating for years, a few years. But as you can see from this black line, this official black line, somewhere between January and March of this year, it just went skyrocket. And then it also skyrocketed again. So we need to figure out exactly what we want to do in order to prevent this from happening. Because what's going to happen is all these other currencies, they're going to fail before the US dollar fails. You're going to see a lot more countries that are just going to go completely bankrupt, and their system is just going to hyperinflate overnight. But it's a trickle up effect. We are the strongest economy in the world, and we are going to feel it last. So just because you're not feeling it currently doesn't mean it's not happening. The smaller countries will fail before our currency fails. Using that logic, figure out which side you want to be on and let me know. This is the US National Debt Calculator. If we forward it to 2022, it's going to show 25 trillion at the rate that we're going now. But this is if everything stays static. Of course, we could go to war, we could do this, we could spend this, we could have natural disasters where we have to spend a lot of money. These are going to happen. There are going to be more hurricanes, there'll be earthquakes, there'll be tornadoes, there'll be serious natural disasters that really up our budget. And of course, there will always be governmental employees that are overspending and under-delivering. So let me know what you think. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And until the next video, thank you.